The following program was produced by a community producer.
Welcome, bienvenidos to Stay Active with Coach Julio. This is the #1 fitness show for anyone new to fitness. If you're looking for a new routine or looking to break a fitness plateau, I got you covered. I'm smiling for a reason, and I'm so excited to be here with you. Now, what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to bring together Western exercise science and Eastern holistic arts to create a design for healthy living. Now, for today's show, I'm going to be doing a couple of things for you. I'm going to be separating myth and facts that you've probably seen on the internet about weight loss and fitness. So I want to help you navigate through all that misinformation so you can be efficient and get the optimal results. I'm also going to show you, so you got to keep watching, a few core exercises, and you can start doing these today. And I'm also going to talk about briefly about the process that we all go through of losing muscle as we age. And you don't want to miss that segment because it's important. We all go through it and what we can do to overcome it. And last but not least, I'm going to be sharing some fast facts about stroke and symptoms and what to look out for. Now, I have a ton for you today, and if you really watch the show to the end, you're even going to see a kitten cameo. So I got everything for you today. All right, so I'm going to jump into it. What you see here on my right side is my Fitness Foundry fun bag. So time for a little pop quiz. Now let me pull out some goodies. I have a lot of stuff in here. And by the way, as you keep watching, I'm going to ask you questions where you can email me at juliosalado@fitnessfoundry.net, where you're going to be, if you send me some answers and some feedback, you enter into getting either a Fitness Foundry t-shirt or a headband. I'll show you that in a moment. So you're like, wow, what is he holding in his hand? What I have in my hand are two things that was going to sound familiar: a pound of fat and a pound of muscle. Now, you've probably seen this a lot on the internet, and this is misinformation, but I love asking this. Listen to my question carefully. What weighs more, a pound of fat or a pound of muscle? I'm going to be charitable. What weighs more, a pound of fat and a pound of muscle? So I repeated the question for you. I'll let you think about it. Do not Google the answer. So they both weigh the same. If it's a pound of feather, it weighs the same, and a pound of bricks, nothing changes. So what's the difference, you ask Coach Julio? So the difference is, in a pound of fat, it's volume and density. So you notice here, if you compare size, the volume and density are very different. A pound of muscle is tighter, it feels tight. When you have a pound of fat, you can see it's kind of like a gelatin, and it has to cover more space. Another easy analogy would be when you're at the grocery store, you can get 3 grapefruits. That's about 5 pounds of, let's say that's 5 pounds of fat, or you get 5 tangerines. See the difference? So 5 tangerines are small and you put them around your stomach, or 3 grapefruits, and let's say those are both equal 5 pounds. So that's the difference again between volume, the difference between a pound of fat and a pound of muscle. Now you can share that at your next family gathering and be like, wow, wow, you really know your stuff. So that's going to bring me in to my next segment, which ties into what I talked about earlier, muscle loss, aka sarcopenia. Now, sarcopenia is not just the loss of muscle, as we all experience as we age, and it can start as early as 30 years old, believe it or not, but it is also part of loss of muscle function. And what I've done for you, my friends, I've created a short video to tell the story of sarcopenia and what we can do to counter it.
Sarcopenia's foe, active aging. The human body is a marvel of nature and is designed to adapt and move. Our introduction to movement begins when we are born by first being able to hold our head up, then rolling over, sitting up, crawling, squatting, and finally walking. Throughout each developmental phase, we progressively develop muscular strength and conditioning specific to a movement pattern. For example, crawling requires strength in the upper body, lower body, core, and stimulates brain activity. Similarly, the deep squat is a total body functional exercise that requires lower body and postural muscles and necessitates joint mobility and flexibility. As we move on to adolescence, the active play becomes a training ground for muscular and cognitive development. Hanging from monkey bars strengthens our upper body. Jumping and sprinting contributes to building the cardiovascular system, joint integrity, and bone density. We may also get introduced to competitive sports or group activities that challenges both our physical potential and mental acuity. What I have described above is based on the said principle, specific adaptation on imposed demands. Whether the activity is dumbbell training, calisthenics, swimming, or cycling, the body will change on a physiological and neurological level to adapt to the activity. We are hardwired to move because it is rooted in our species' history. To understand the importance of moving, look back at the prehistoric age and you will realize how our species would have become extinct if we did not get moving. The transition from teenage years to adult life brings changes that may limit our physical activity, studying, commuting, family, and work demands, to name a few. For some of us, we had to postpone or limit our own workouts, but may experience gentle reminders to initiate and commit to a fitness program. Some signs could be recurring low back pain from playing with the kids, getting winded taking the stairs at work, weight gain, or having a family history of high blood pressure. Thus, we experience the downside of inactivity and a sedentary lifestyle, namely the loss of muscle and strength, wasting, also known as sarcopenia. Over a period of time, muscle loss may get progressively worse and affects quality of living, especially as we age. Sarcopenia can be addressed at any age through a safe and result-driven strength regimen. Health-related benefits of resistance training. Increased metabolism. Yes, you can increase your metabolism by building muscle. You will also burn more calories at rest. Injury prevention. Building muscle is conducive to bone density and joint integrity. Fall prevention. As you strength train, you will develop motor skills and improve balance. Brain plasticity. Exercising with weight stimulate brain activity. Self-empowerment and confidence to resume or explore new activities. There is an adage that age is nothing but a number. Your chronological age does not reflect your ability to work effectively towards building a stronger and fitter you. Whether you have past experience in exercise or new to fitness, just like when you were a baby, let's take first steps to your goal while developing skills and lifestyle changes to conducive to long-term results. There is no better time than now to experience the benefits of strength training, the secret weapon for anti-aging.
All right. So we're back. Now, hope you liked that video. Now let's go over a foundational exercise that we can start to do today. Yes, you don't need any equipment, and this is, again, a foundational exercise that I'm going to show you, and it's going to work the posterior chain. It's going to work all of our major muscles, and it's going to be awesome because it's even going to counter the negative effects of sitting in smart devices. So it's win-win. I'm going to jump right into it. So this is a hip hinge. As you heard in my video about sarcopenia, about strength training, what we want to do prior to picking up weights, we want to learn proper movement so we can become efficient. So a hip hinge is going to counter, or I should say complement squats. I'm going to just jump right into it. Let me show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you a side view. I'm going to pay attention to where my shoulder, my hips, my knee, and my foot. Notice how it's aligned. Ask yourself this question as I hip hinge, and now I'm going to break it down for you. Are my hips going back and forward, or is my body going up and down? Ask yourself this question. And then I pause for you so you can take a look, give you a little cheat. So you're probably like, hey, Coach Julio, your hips are going forward and back. So that is a hip hinge. Now there's other couple little details, and they're important, but I just want you to understand the general movement of it. As I do this movement, the angle of my knee does not change, but it's soft. Before I drive my bum back, my hips, I pull back my shoulder blades, but I'm not shrugging. I look straight, and I look at my nose and look at my neck. We call this a neutral neck, so as I hinge, my weight shifts to my midfoot and heel, and then I will stop here for now. From here, I will feel my hips, my hamstrings, but never my lower back. I'll give you a front view. You're going to have your palms facing and touching in front of your hips, palms facing up, your feet are hip width apart. We inhale, pull back our shoulder blades, and then we smile. That's very important because we're exercising, and we hinge. and then I come back up. So you can do that at home for about 10 to 15 reps. You stop if you have any pain or discomfort. Now, some of you may be really, really hypermobile, meaning you can pretty much touch your toes. We don't want your chest to go below your navel. So as I'm hinging, my navel height is as low as I want my chest to go. That's win-win. Now I'm going to show you another variation, which is a unilateral hip hinge. The difference between the two, you guessed it, it's a single leg hip hinge. And why do we want to incorporate unilateral training on top of bilateral training is because we are all going to compensate or cheat without our permission. So as I'm doing this, I may be shifting a little bit to one side because I have one hip stronger, you know, a knee issue. We all have that. So that's why we're going to do a unilateral movement. I'm going to show you this with some safety tips. I need you to do this with either a chair or a wall. I'm going to tap this chair, but I'm not leaning on it. I'm upright. Let me show you the movement first. Here's my hip hinge, single leg. And ideally, your leg is parallel to the floor along with your chest. Please pay attention to my movement. I am moving as one unit. So my leg, my torso, and my upper body, everything moves together. I'll show you a front view. We tap a wall or a stable surface, so we're not going to have too much emphasis on balance. I hip hinge, hip hinge. Notice the tempo is slow, 3, 2, 1. My chest is the height of my navel, and my leg is parallel to the floor along with my chest. And then I come back, come back, come back. I'm tall, touch the floor with your foot. So on that, again, you would do like 8 to 10 reps. You don't alternate, and I guarantee when you do that movement, you're going to notice the difference between one side versus the other. So there you have it. By the way, all these type of exercises that I'm showing you, you can find on YouTube, Fitness Foundry. Just look up Fitness Foundry, and you will find all these awesome other workout videos, such as the one I'm going to show you now. Is a core workout. Basically, it's a preview of a core workout. And if you want to feel your abs, my friend, this would do it for you. Keep watching. First exercise is going to be a bear crawl, not your traditional one. We're going to do a basic setup. So follow my lead, follow my lead. My arms underneath my shoulders, my knees underneath my hips. We bring our knees slightly off the floor. From here, we're going to alternate our shoulder taps. So right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. That's 1 rep. And that's 2, 3. I keep my hip leveled, my body level to the floor. 4. And that's 5. Now we're going to do knee taps. If you need to rest in between, you can. Right hand to left knee, left hand to right knee. That's 1. 2. Exercise number 2. We're going to lie on our back, traditional dead bugs. I'm going to give you some Coach Julio pro tips. So from here, my knees are directly above my hips, my hands, arms directly above my shoulders. Watch my hand position, they're facing in. That's my pro tip. Right arm, left leg, fully extend, close to the floor, but don't touch. Then the opposite, and that's 1 rep. Inhale as I go back, exhale here, and that's 2 reps. Yes, there is some brain activity with this. And there's 3 reps. There's Coach Sing Sing. She's gonna check my form. If you wanna say hello, you can post it in the comments. 4. And in this position, again, notice my leg is close to the floor and my arm. Hey, hi, nice to see you. Thank you for checking my breathing. Watch my right arm. My right arm is hugging my body, and here's my bicep curl. From here, I curl. 1, that first one didn't count. 2, 3. Now with this arm, you can pretend you have a weight, and I row. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. When we're doing these exercises, it's very important to know where you should not feel it. We should never feel our lower back, period. And we should never feel our joints in a bad way or in a negative way, like pain or discomfort, including our knees, shoulders, spine, elbows, and wrists. If you do, you want to stop and review the form. 8, 9, and then we hold it from a low position for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. I just think I saw Sing Sing doing the jump squat. 5, 4. There you have it. You just got the kitten cameo. That was Coach Sing Sing. And by the way, she's in training. I hope you liked it. You will see her more often than not in my videos because it's part of her contract. Humor is part of a healthy lifestyle. All right, so now I'm going to dive into to nutrition, or basically another fitness myth regarding toning and getting that six-pack abs everybody wants. And what you might see on the internet or in infomercials, hey, if I buy this special equipment, you know, this ab wheel or equipment, then I'm going to get that six-pack abs. So I'm going to give you the facts on that myth. Keep watching.
Hey everyone, this is Coach Julio and I hope you are well. So today is going to be a very fun video because we are going to discuss fitness myths. And I'm going to start us off by throwing out a few misconceptions such as fitness myth number 3. Here we go. This is one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to do a whole bunch of ab exercises. Matter of fact, I saw this commercial that says if I buy this ab equipment, I'm going to get exactly what I'm seeing on TV. No. There you go. So here's an old saying, abs are made in the kitchen. Boom. So yes, you can do a whole bunch of ab exercises. You have that strong abdominal strength and you can feel it, but it might be hiding under a layer of fat. Now, hope is not lost. Why? Because all you need to do is start to incorporate nutrition that's based on your lifestyle along with your exercises and just be open-minded. You're in luck. I actually have a whole bunch of videos that's designed for long-term weight loss and body sculpting. So you want to check the playlist on my YouTube channel to get started today. So I can go on and on and on. You know, there's equipment you can buy that promotes weight loss. Matter of fact, you very likely are going to lose a lot of water. And even though you look cool with that gear, you're not getting technically you are getting what you're buying for, which is the weight loss, but it isn't the long-term weight loss you're looking for. So now it's your turn. I want you to tell me what is your all-time favorite fitness myth or misconception or talk tale or fable. Post it in the comment. I want to hear it, and I want to start actually a thread or a list of all the myths that are out there, so when people review this video they can see it, we can discuss it, and we can debunk it in real time, because the goal is for us to be efficient with our training and get optimal results. Agree or disagree? Great. So post your comments and don't forget to subscribe.
So there you have it. So the abs are made in the kitchen. That's pretty much it. However, you can build and develop strong abdominals, but if your goal is to actually see it, we got to incorporate nutrition, and I have that covered for you as I mentioned in the video. I actually have a free, there's no gimmick, seriously, it is free workshop that's available to you on YouTube. It's an hour and a half, and it has everything in there. You can bookmark that, you can review it, you can look at it, I cover everything that you're going to need, and I also do live events regarding that workshop, and it's always free to the community. That's how I pay it forward. Now I have something special for you. I would like you to send me your favorite fitness myth, and if you do, I will enter you into a raffle so you can get some cool Fitness Foundry swag. So here is a t-shirt that you can sport as you start your workout routine, and now if you're old school like me, I may even throw in a headband. Yes, headband. There it is. I feel like an infomercial. But just send me an email at juliosalado@fitnessfoundry.net, your favorite fitness myth, and I'll enter you into that raffle. It will be my pleasure. Don't forget to put in your shirt size, and I assume this nice little headband is a one-size-fits-all. We're going to keep moving. So, brain activity time. This is something you can do right now as you're watching this, and you can do this at your next family gathering. This is a brain activity drill. This is fun. I'm smiling for a reason. Just follow my lead and you will see exactly what I mean. Make a fist. I want you to stretch out your arms with your fist. Pay attention. Watch my right thumb. Now watch my left pinky. And all I'm going to ask you to do without smiling, alternate. So now I have my left thumb up and my right pinky. And you're going to not smile. Then I have my left pinky up and my right thumb. You follow me where I'm going, and all you're going to do is alternate. Ooh. And you can make noises like Coach Julio just did. Okay, so something, is that right? Yeah. So you would do that in front of your friend, family, or coworkers, and the first one to smile or laugh loses. There you have it. So that's an awesome brain activity. We want to do things for our brain, by the way, which is an organ, is not a muscle. That's a little fun fact. Now that we're talking about the brain, I want to bring up something that's very, very important, and it's about strokes. So I'm just going to share with you a quick, fast fact about strokes and what signs and symptoms you should look out for. So did you know that in 2018, 1 in every 6 deaths from a cardiovascular disease was due to a stroke? So someone in the United States has a stroke every 40 seconds. That's every 4 minutes, someone dies of a stroke. Every year, more than 795,000 people in the United States have a stroke. My source is the cdc.gov. So I'm going to share with you an acronym, and it's easy to remember, and it's B FAST. B is for balance, so we're off balance. E is for eyes. The eyes are moving. The F is for facial drooping. The A is for arm drifting, or it could be leg drifting. The S is for slur speech, and the T is for time. So what that means is when you see those symptoms, balance, off, eyes, off. The facial drooping, I'm going to repeat it because it's important. Arm drifting, leg drifting, speech slur. It is time to call 911. Now here's something that you may not know. Try to remember when the first responders get there, when you last saw that individual normal within their limits. So if it was the day before, an hour before, it's so crucial that you would say, yeah, they were speaking well an hour ago, or that would dictate the type of treatment that they're going to get immediately. So there is the important message I wanted to give to you about stroke and stroke symptoms, and you can save a life. So let's continue. Now, there are many, many studies out there that are already showing the benefits of strength training. You're hearing it in the news, in the media, strength training at any age. Well, I have a treat for you. I have a few friends, and their age range is between 75 to 85 years young, and they're going to share their experience. I hope you like it.
Hi, friends. So as I said earlier, if in 2 or 3 sentences, can you just sum up what are the benefits you're getting from strength training? Just say your first name, and you can add anything you want.
I'm Barbara, and I feel like I'm a lot more stable on my feet. I'm a little bit more flexible, and it's much easier to walk upstairs.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
I'm Anna Marie, and the main thing is I can get up and down from the apartment where I live, which is 3 flights up, walk up.
Wow.
I wasn't able to do that before.
The benefits.
Well, there's so many. Had a cardiac issue I don't have any longer. I have some other issues, and this is helping. I live in an apartment building with 4 flights, 5 stories. They have an elevator. Sometimes I'll walk up for the heck of it, and I can walk up pretty much without getting out of breath.
Excellent.
I try to do it once a week.
Oh, go on.
And I really can't say enough. I was kind of more sedentary, walking, which is good. And I had to do more. I have to do more because of my bone density back, basically. And this is helping it. It's helping a lot. My whole general health is better.
Here's the most important question. Are you having fun?
Yes, it's fun. I bonded with several of the women. One woman went through something I'll be going through in 6 months, infusions to my bones. And she relieved the doctor did relieve the stress, but she's a patient. And I met her here. If I didn't come here, I wouldn't know anybody else that did that.
So that's a huge part of the community building and building new friendships, and that also helps in coming back, right?
Right. And I know Coach Julio really cares about us, like we're his mothers or grandmothers or something.
Oh, that's really nice of you, and I didn't ask her to say that.
What did you say?
Thank you very much for that plug, and I do sincerely care for all of your health and
I just wanted
safety.
to add that it's like being in high school gym class again, and that's what I love, because like these are people I didn't necessarily bump into in my everyday life, but here we do, and it's great.
So what I heard there was this: exercise is medicine and every effort counts. So we can benefit from strength training or physical activity at any age, and I hope you found that inspirational. So now I'm going to just give you a quick tip as I'm getting close to the end of the show, that you can start doing today regarding hydration. Now, hydration is very important. The brain is made up about 70% of water. The body is also about 70%, give or take, of water. And did you know that the Earth mass is about 70% water? So water is important. Here's a quick little formula for you to decide how much water is appropriate for you. Whatever you weigh, you're going to divide by 2, and you're going to drink that in ounces. So I use an example. If person A weighs 200 pounds, divided by 2, that's 100 pounds. So the goal for that person is to drink 100 ounces in that day, 100 ounces. So you can break that up by 4 or 5, but the whole idea is to stay hydrated so you can get all the maximal benefits. Now, I'm going to end this show by just mentioning thank you to Uma for allowing me to do this show, and I thank all of you for watching. The next show is going to be having a whole bunch of cool topics such as standing exercises, should you squat below 90 degrees, knee flexion, long-term weight loss tips, and stretches for the neck, and a whole bunch of other goodies. So I hope you will watch that. Now I'd like to end this show with a special message from Mikeneil Paul, the Senior Center Program Coordinator, and he has a message about what's available to the community. Thank you. Hey everyone, this is Coach Julio. I'm here with Mikeneil, the Program Coordinator for the Senior Malden Center, and he was nice enough to say I can ask him any questions about the awesome programs and services here. So I understand, Mikeneil, that there's entertainment, there's activities, there's a computer room, there's available transportation, and its place is inclusive, meaning it's accessible to everybody. Now, can you just speak briefly about the activities that are offered to our community?
So at the Senior Center, we are, like you just said, you're right, we are very inclusive. We welcome everybody to the center. I'm going to take that opportunity to invite you guys every time you feel like it or you want, you are free to come and grab one of our monitor. This monitor comes every month, and it will be able to tell you everything that is going on at the center. And the good part in the monitor is that you can actually hang it on your wall, and it's the calendar. It tells you everything that is going on at the Senior Center on a daily basis. To touch on our activities and programs, I would say we have multiple groups of programs. One of them is the physical activities, where you will find the Zumbas, the strength and conditioning, Tai Chi, yoga, those type of activities. We also have some teaching classes, English, computer classes, and stuff like that. We also have entertainment. We have people coming in at the Senior Center once a month, twice a month, or sometime on a weekly basis in order to offer activities or to sing, to present something. We, at all time now, we transform our auditorium into activity room. That's where we have 3 ping pong tables. Yes. 2 of them are open at the auditorium at all time, and we also have our pool table, which just came down.
I saw that, and I noticed there's a library, and then every time I walk in, I also smell food. So if you want to hang out, I believe there's some food that you can also take advantage of. Definitely.
That I have to say that the food was sponsored, was given to us by Mystic Valley Elder Services, and they are all grab and go. You as soon as you want, whenever you want, feel free to come in, grab some food to go home, or you can sit in the cafeteria and eat with some friends. It's available. You don't have to call before to get the food. You just have to come in and ask for some food, and you can get it.
So there you have it, my friends. So remember to email me your questions, and especially this question: what is the biggest obstacle to your 2022 fitness goals? If you send me an email, I will enter you into my raffle for the cool headband and t-shirt. And I'm also on social media, so you can find me on there. And last but not least, I want you to remember this. I want you to be well and stay active.